We are now in the payloader. Those are big square bales right there. And that's what we've gone to. We've gone away from the round bales. We used to do round bales, but ever since we got into doing ever since we bought our first big square baler, nah, we're not going back to round bales. These are so much easier to move, so much easier to handle. You know, 6 strings, hold them on, and yeah, it's just 10 times easier to deal with these things. So I'm gonna wait till this old payloader builds up enough air. Because without air, I can't stop. These are air brakes. This thing has air brakes. If I don't have air, I can't stop. Got a homemade bucket and then a homemade forks. We got 2 little tines. You'll see them whenever I pull out of this bale here. There we are. I usually listen for a little chirp. It'll do a little bit of a chirp. Used to have a little warning siren that popped off. Alright, let me see if I can't put these up here. There they are. There's the 4 tines that we put on here. That helps keep the bale on here. And we're going to load up 2x2. This thing can pick up 2 of these big square bales like this. Here in a sec. Get around here, get around the stack here. Alright, we just pull up to the stack here and pick both of them up at the same time. Now, before we had this bucket and these spikes, my dad came up with a brilliant idea. When we bought this payloader, it come with just a regular dirt bucket and a very large pallet fork. And the very large pallet fork was what we used the first time or for a while. There's the feet right there. That's oil filled blue. Dad's truck is old blue because it's older. It's an '84. But anyway, we used that big set of pallet forks to move our square bales here. And let me tell you what, that was the most aggravating thing that I have to do. I was so glad when he come home with this, when my dad come home with this bucket, and then we made up this little attachment to put on it. To put on this here bucket. Oh, I'm so happy to have this big bucket, or this medium-sized bucket, I should say. Then we put these bale tines on here. Or bale spears, I should call them. They're called spears. They're called bale spears. I was so glad because first few times me loading this trailer with pallet fork, with a pallet fork on this thing, you can only imagine the frustration. Bales wouldn't slide off. You couldn't stab the bales with the pallet forks because that just wouldn't work. And it just was a bloody nightmare trying to get them things on and off the trailer, I should say. Anyways, this trailer is a tri-axle, oil-filled, rolling tail, or double roller, I should say. It has 2 rollers on it. It was once used to haul oil-filled equipment, such as the mud pump, frac tanks. You can put frac tanks on it, and a bunch of other stuff that would come on a skid, essentially.